And out from this bar comes stumbling this drunken man, and I just smell beer wafting. And he's saying, give me some of that. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm with my mom, and I feel protective of her too. And then he goes, I said, give me some of that. And this time he reaches for my scarf, but he grabs my hair. And that's when I flipped out. And I turned around, and as loud as I possibly could, I said, back the fuck off. And everybody on the street stopped and looked, but it worked. And my mom didn't speak to me for the rest of the night because she was so mad that I cursed so loudly in front of so many people. And it didn't matter who I was talking to. She was just angry that I spoke to somebody like that. And she said, why couldn't you just stay quiet and walk faster? Because that's exactly what she does. She just stays quiet and doesn't say anything. And my uncle was always known as very mano larga, long-handed. Because there was always women walking around. It was always, hi, hello, swat on the butt. My incident occurred with him when I was 12. At least in my head, I was 12. And I was staying there. I was staying the night, and I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And he was awake, watching television. And on my way back, he stood up, he said something funny, and then he he hugged me from behind, put his hands on my waist, and then proceeded to begin to put his hands up my blouse. And right away, I was like, Tio, what? Oh my God, what just happened? My whole world kind of collided. I woke up the next morning with that thought still. And I'm kind of shaking telling you this because I don't think the impact of that moment ever really goes away. Because it taints your world. It removes any sort of rosy color that you had about this house or the safety of this house. Like, for example, at parties, it's common to just drink and approach someone and start dancing with them. You don't really ask them, do you want to dance, or do you want this? You don't usually ask questions. I mean, it's considered uncool or too formal for people to do, so you just grab the hips of somebody, like it's so reinforced by the music, like, grab somebody sexy. And so then you do, and then you rub your body all over them, and if you're in the position where you got grabbed, then you can either turn around and say, hey, get away from me, or you just quietly deal with it and wait for him to get bored and go away, or wait for your friend to come save you and say you're lesbian. Because it's not about whether you're into it. It's about the fact that you came to my frat party, so clearly you're here so that I can have fun. That's why I let you into my house. That's why I gave you alcohol. You're here for my pleasure. All of you are objects here for my pleasure, because this is a party, and that's what parties are for. I'm not weak or vulnerable. That's not how I think of myself. That's crazy. I'd been drinking, but I can handle that. I'm the one in control, right? I am the predator, the player, the one who seduces. I can convince and talk and trick a woman into having sex. Find a way to make it easy. Make her easy. Isn't that what we're supposed to do, men? Just push and push and push until we get your consent?